starring June Lockhart, Hugh Riley, John Provost as Timmy, and, of course, Lassie.
Just identified.
Can't be anything I haven't seen.
Nobody's ever seen this one before. Come quick before it flies away.
Okay. Well, where is it?
There's one of them.
Gosh, a bald eagle.
It is not a bald eagle.
It sure was.
Anything bigger than a sparrow, you always call a bald eagle.
Then what was it?
You'll find out when I tell Mr. Benz. It's going to be a big surprise.
Oh, sure.
Come on, Lassie.
Timmy around?
You're talking about the newest member of the Audubon Junior Bird Club, don't forget.
He's probably got every bird in the woods identified by now.
Well, I'll say one thing for our boy. When he sets his heart on something, he doesn't stop till he gets it. And he's going to get that scroll.
Come on, Dad, Uncle Petrie.
Judging from that victory grin on his face, he's already got it.
Come on, Dad. Uncle Petrie.
Oh, son, whoa, take it easy. Okay, let's have the big news.
It was all white. Stretch your hands out, Uncle Petrie. As far as you can.
Like that?
That's so far it can spread its wings.
Wasn't an eagle by any chance?
No, I know an eagle when I see one.
An eagle, dear.
Same thing.
Oh, no, it's not.
Well, I mean, I know an eagle when I see one, Mom.
Well, what kind of a bird was it, Timmy?
I don't know. It isn't on this bird chart Mr. Benz gave us. He's our leader.
Now, let me see it, Timmy. Now, this is for common birds only.
Oh, maybe what Timmy saw wasn't a common bird.
I bet I can find it on the bird chart at school.
I'm sure you will. Go on, now, you run on in and get cleaned up. Wonder what kind of a bird Timmy did see.
Could be he rediscovered the dodo bird.
Now, that would be an achievement.
Ralph, have you completed your identifications?
Yes, sir.
Would you call them out, please?
Ruffed grouse, downy woodpecker, bob white, nighthawk, and a red-winged blackbird.
Where did you sight these birds, Ralph?
In the meadows, near the lake, in the trees. And on my father's head.
You were referring to the blackbird, weren't you, Ralph?
Yes, sir.
Well, it can happen, you know. Blackbirds can dive down on a person's unprotected head and pull out hairs to help build their nest. They even dive-bombed on me. You did a nice job, Ralph. And you'll get your scroll at our next meeting. Now, has anyone else completed their identifications?
I have, Mr. Binns.
Will you call them out, please?
Spotted sandpiper, rough grouse, killdeer, goldfinch.
But that's only 4, Timmy.
I have one more, Mr. Binns, but I don't know what it is.
Then maybe you better step up here. Perhaps you can point it out on the chart.
Yes, sir. That's the one, Mr. Binns. That's the one Lassie and I saw down by the lake.
That's the American egret. Are you certain this is the bird you saw with Lassie?
Yes, sir. Honest.
Unfortunately, Timmy, there hasn't been an egret seen in these parts for over 20 years. Now, you're not being very fair to Timmy. Timmy, suppose we put a question mark next to the egret, and then perhaps tomorrow you and Lassie can take me to the spot where you saw the bird.
Yes, sir.
I guess that'll be all for today, boys and girls.
Bye, Mr. Binns.
Bye.
Ruth, Mr. Binns is here. He'd like to talk to us.
Oh, hello, Mr. Binns. How nice to see you.
You're looking lovely as usual, Miss Martin.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, we think you're doing such a wonderful job with the Audubon Junior Club.
And Timmy can hardly wait to win a scroll.
Won't you sit down for a while? I have some fresh coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Good. By the way, where is Timmy?
Oh, he's somewheres about. I saw him come running in.
Well, Paul, you better find him. He'd be interested to know Mr. Binns is here.
Oh, don't disturb him. It's really you two that I came to see. Would you say that Timmy, like most children, is given to moments of fancy?
Like most children.
Why do you ask?
Well, it's really nothing to be concerned about, Miss Martin. He's a fine boy. It's just that at our meeting this afternoon, Timmy identified a rare bird that he and Lassie had sighted near the lake.
Really?
Yes. And on our bird chart, it is listed as the American egret.
An egret?
Exactly. Now, of course, you folks must know that the American egret is virtually extinct, particularly in these parts.
Yes, I know.
However, the ornithologists have proof that from time to time, pairs of this rare species have wandered as far north as Hudson Bay in Nova Scotia, from as far south as Florida and South America.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, since your boy did make positive identification from the bird chart without hesitation, there is that long, long chance that he might be correct.
I hope he is.
So that's why I'm asking you to allow Timmy to accompany me to the lake tomorrow for another look.
Oh, well, of course.
Why, certainly, Mr. Binns.
Good. I'll be by after him first thing in the morning.
This is where Lassie and I first saw the birds.
Were there 2 of them, Timmy?
Yes, sir. Didn't we, Lassie?
I'm sorry, Timmy, but it's time we started for home. Come on.
If someone thinks he's right, and no one believes him, does that make him wrong?
Well, not necessarily, dear.
Nobody believed Columbus when he said the world was round, but he was sure right about that.
Nobody believed Robert Fulton when he said he could make a boat travel on steam.
Lassie, I'll be Robert Fulton, and you're Columbus. We're gonna make them believe us, aren't we, girl?
Somebody hunting nearby.
Yeah.
That sounds like Lassie.
And Timmy's near there, too.
You all right, sir?
Yeah.
What goes on?
Is this your dog?
It belongs to my son. What about it?
Well, she sure spoiled my chances to get a rare specimen for my den.
Those are the same birds I saw yesterday, Dad.
You're lucky Lassie spoiled your shot.
Yeah. Killing one of those birds could have gotten you a stiff fine. Maybe even a jail sentence.
Well, I certainly have no desire to break the law. Sure would like to have her for a bird dog.
Too bad those egrets were scared away, Timmy. But one thing's for sure. We can tell Mr. Binns that somebody else saw them.
The birds may return, Paul. As long as they're here, why not help Timmy look for them?
Good deal.
Are you really going to help us, Dad?
Sure thing, partner. You and Lassie lead the way.
Let's go, Columbus.
Hungry-looking black crows.
Wonder what they're after. Whoopee!
Timmy's latched onto something.
What is it, Timmy?
It's a nest with great big eggs. Two of them are already broken.
Now, these are unusual eggs. Sometimes the crows will get to them. They'll rob a nest when they're hungry.
The birds must have left them when they got frightened away.
And they may never return.
Dad, can we take the nest back and show it to Mr. Binns?
If we leave it here, this good one's bound to be destroyed, too.
And no doubt about it. We'll call Mr. Binns as soon as we get home. Mighty interesting to find out what kind of eggs these really are.
You know, I got an idea. We keep it warm, there's a possibility the good egg will hatch.
And then I can get my scroll.
Here you are, son. Easy.
Timmy didn't know, being a new member of the junior group, that there's a law against disturbing a nest or taking a bird's egg from it under any circumstances, unless there's a group leader along.
Well, we didn't know about that either.
And there wasn't any malicious intent.
I just wanted to save the egg before it got eaten up, like the other two did.
Of course you did, Timmy. Now for the egg. This very well may be an egret egg.
Oh, boy! Did you hear that, Lassie?
And every effort must be made to have this egg hatch.
Oh, dear. Well, the incubator's just bulging with chicks.
Gosh, Lassie, isn't that old egg ever gonna hatch?
Well, Henrietta hasn't given up hope. I don't think we should.
I should say not.
Oh, Henrietta won't quit. She's a pretty good mother.
For the best hatcher, I just know she's gonna hatch that egg. Lassie, do you remember what Mr. Binns said about never taking an egg or a nest away? I've got a really important job for you. Suppose you go down to the lake and watch for the birds. Because when the egg hatches, they might want their baby bird. Good luck, girl! Hi. Hi, Mr. Binns.
Where's Lassie?
Isn't she back yet?
No, didn't she go to school with you?
Sure. And then I told her she could go to the lake to watch for the birds. Has the egg hatched yet?
I'm afraid not, Timmy.
I doubt if it ever will, son.
Gosh.
Now the mystery of the egret will never be solved. Now, there's Lassie now.
May I see that, Timmy? This is an American egret plume.
Yippee!
You know, my grandmother used to wear egret plumes on her large picture hats.
I remember reading somewheres that egret plumes are worth more than their weight in gold.
See, Lassie? On account of you, we've got the best identification of them all.
Well, Timmy, now you can get your scroll.
Timmy, after all the trouble you've gone through, how I wish I could report that you did see a pair of egrets.
I did, Mr. Binns. And Lassie proved it.
Well, why can't you make a report, Mr. Binns? You've identified this as an egret plume.
Well, for a report with such tremendous importance, Mrs. Martin, I would have to have more conclusive evidence and proof.
Well, we ran across a hunter who'd drawn a bead on the birds.
Good thing Lassie spoiled his shot, or there'd be one less egret.
Perhaps we can locate the hunter?
He was a total stranger.
Probably hightailed it out of town by now.
You know, more than 50 years ago, the National Audubon Society began its history with a dramatic campaign to save the egret from extinction. Lassie, because of her gallant action against the hunter, has contributed mightily to this campaign. And I want to commend all of you for the conduct of this fine animal. My next step, Timmy, is to forward the unhatched egg and the plume to the proper authorities for an official ruling. Can you good people understand what this could mean to me? To be able to let the world know that a boy in my group, 8 years old, observed a rare species that hasn't been seen in our state for over 20 years. It could make me a very proud and happy man. I'm really sorry about that scroll, Timmy.
That's all right, Mr. Binns. Lassie and I'll go back in the woods and find another bird. Won't we, Lassie? And when the egrets come back...
Egrets, Timmy.
When the egrets come back next spring, I'll identify them again. Come on, Lassie.
And who am I to say he won't? You have every reason to be proud of Timmy. He's quite a boy. Now, how about you, Timmy? Can you complete your identification?
Yes, sir. It's a loon. I saw it in the lake where we were before.
Come up here, Timmy. Identification of the loon completes your list. I am therefore awarding you the Audubon Junior Club scroll.
Thanks a lot. I couldn't have run the scroll without Lassie.